Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Monday, June 3rd, the first Monday of June. Man, this year is flying by. Today we're going to bring to you episode 32 of Motivation Monday. We're going to talk about how limits only exist in the mind. So if you've been having trouble, with limits that you're placing on yourself or limits that you feel other people or society are placing on you, this is going to be a good motivation for Monday for you. Check it out. All right, y'all, so limits only exist in the mind. So you see, it's a beautiful day here, so I decided, let me come from outside. I'm not gonna place any limits on myself. I'm gonna be outside talking to y'all today. So what do I mean by limits only exist in the mind? So there's so many times that we're told, hey, because this and this, you can only do this. A lot of times, something that I've experienced, oh, you can't be big and muscular and still be able to run distances fast, or you can't be this lean and this skinny and still be strong. Who says so? Who made these rules? These limits are all here. Now let me explain the science behind it, and don't worry, I'm not going to go into some Bill Nye, Albert Einstein using all these scientific terms. I'm just going to break it down for you in a way that we should all be able to understand it. So this is how you look at it. The way we were designed, everything is felt in the mind. I'm hitting myself here, I'm not really feeling it here. I'm feeling it here. We don't really see with our eyes, we see with our brain. We don't hear with our ears, we hear with our brain. So you get where I'm going with this. So the limits that we place on ourselves are like a governor. So if you're in a car like a Mustang or a Charger, something that can really go pretty fast if you have a top of the line model, but it has a governor on it so it keeps it from doing what it truly can do. You know what I'm saying? That's what our mind, that we have governors in our mind for certain things. So, for example, you might be scared, oh man, I don't know if I can lift this much. I don't know if I can run that far. Your mind is already putting that governor on you. So what you have to do is understand, man, that limit's only in my mind. I can run as far as I want to run. Now, obviously, does our body, we do have physical peaks, but there's a difference between a peak and a limit. You know what I'm saying? When you set the world record, we've hit a peak. So now you know what's possible and whatever it is, whether it be lifting, running, whatever it is. So you have to understand that limit is here. That limit's not physical. Our bodies can do so much more than what we think. And we just sit here, we spend our time in fear and wondering, fear of failure. The fear, I call it the fear of wondering, because we're just in there, well, I wonder if I can do it, but I wonder if I'm gonna fail. No, just go for it. That's one of the things that helped me start to reach new heights in a lot of things, is where I stopped worrying about limits. Not just the limits, because I'm somebody that's very hard on myself. I still am, a flaw of mine. But I stopped worrying so much about the limits. It's the same thing, I tell my clients, it's the same thing another thing that I've done. I don't care about what the world says. Oh, well, you're this, or you're supposed to be that, and this is your background. So none of that do I care about. All I care about is getting the work done. I focus on the work. I don't care about limits. There could be as many limits out there as they want to put. I'm gonna jump right past them. That's how you have to look at it. So for example, when you're running, I don't care how much you run. You talk to some, look, I run a lot. I won't be running a lot much longer, but I run a lot. Talk to people that run a lot. They'll tell you probably at least one time during that run, their mind kind of tells them, hey, you've done enough, you can stop now. But you got to push past that. It's the same thing when you're lifting. You say, oh, I don't know if I can lift that. Try anyway. That's what kills me. Just try. You don't already start yourself off saying, oh, I can't do this. Because if you start yourself off and you tell yourself that you can't, guess what? You can't. You're going to be right. And I know you've heard that before. So you have to understand the limits they only exist right here. And understand the difference between a limit and a peak. I'll say it one more time. Understand the difference between a limit and a peak. Peak means optimal performance. That means you've done the absolute best. If you set a world record, that means you are the best in the world. all the other billions of people in the world are striving to get to that point, no matter what it is. You're the world record, most money, the world record strongest, fastest, whatever it is. A limit is something that's placed. It's like a speed limit, 55 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour. What does it say on your car? 120, but you're only going at 55. That is a limit. So that's what you have to understand, the differences. So that's what we're talking about. Peaks don't exist in the mind. Peaks are out there. Peaks are what you're trying to climb. You find one peak, and guess what? You look around, you find another peak. Limits are what's stopping you. Limits are what's holding you back. You know what I'm saying? Because you start in the big limit is can't. You didn't even try it. Now look, shout out to Star Wars. Definitely, like what Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. But you gotta go put that effort forth. Because if you're sitting there saying, "Oh, I can't do it," you're not gonna be able to do it. So don't let these limits push you down and stymie you and keep you from hitting your goals, keep you from reaching your potential. You don't know. You could be sitting there and being somebody that could be a world record holder or be the best at something, and because you are allowing the limits to stop you, you just sitting there, wallowing like, damn, why am I only here? It's the same thing with progress. You're sitting there doing your doing your workouts and everything like that, and you're sitting there looking like, oh, why am I not this? Why am I not that? Are you limiting yourself? Oh, I can't because of this. I don't care about the because. Can't is bullshit. You gotta try it first. If you were attempting something and then you went, oh, okay, I couldn't do 315. Okay, now we create a plan so we can get you to that. But you tried it first. You gave the effort. That's what's important. That's why that's why the mental aspect of fitness is more important than the physical, because it's easy to go to the gym. I say that all the time. It's easy to go to the gym. The tough part is up here, fighting through those mental barriers. Because I remember when I was in high school, I wanted to do 225 so bad, the 2 plates and everything like that. It was a big mental barrier, but then once I did it, oh man, took off. That's how it is. So I'm gonna end it there because, I just want this message, to sink in about, hey, don't let these limits get you, because they only exist in the mind. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully you planned yesterday to be successful for this week. It's the start of the month. Have a great month. We've had a great month. We had a great month last month, here at TNEC, and this month is only going to get better. So, yeah, stick around. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Much love to everybody, and enjoy the rest of your week.